Hello everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and today I'm sharing a card tutorial. And this is also using the Jar of Love stamp bundle, stamp set and bundle with our framelits. And if you follow me, you've seen the jar that I made last week. And it's a little treat box, and if you haven't, you can go to stampingwithamore.com and you can view that. So I am having a ball with this stamp set, and I know I talked a lot about Baby Bear and I still love him, and you'll probably see him again, but today I'm sharing this really sweet little card. And there is a lot of big shot work with this, but it's super quick, super easy, and it all goes together really well. So I did that all ahead so I wouldn't bore you with all that. So let's go ahead and get started with this. This is a 5.5 by 4 1/4 basic card, and I used Whisper White on this one. And then this is our new Peekaboo Peach, and this is 5 1/4 by 4, and then I'm using Crumb Cake for the top layer, and that's 5 by 3 3/4. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we are going to stamp and emboss the jar. And I'm using, again, our window sheet. And you just need it to be 3 inches wide. This is the medium jar. There's 3 different size jars in here. And let me go ahead and show you that. And I'll show you exactly what you need for this. So this is the stamp set. And this is the large jar. This is the jar that we're using for this project. And then there's one smaller jar. And then I also used this little piece here for, looks like there's water in the bottom of the jar. And then these flowers right here are 2-step flowers, and then these two right here are also 2-step process. And then I didn't stamp the leaves, but I did cut those out with the Big Shot in Pear Pizzazz. So that's what you're going to need. And then here are the framelits that you need for that. And these framelits are everyday jar framelits. That's what these are called, but you can get it in a bundle and save 10%. And I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of this set because I am having so much fun with it. So let me go ahead and grab my stamp. And I'm going to use Versamark on here. And in my last video, I also did it with Versamark. You can use plain Stays-On black if you want to use Stays-On instead of Emboss. I'm using our new copper embossing powder, and I love the way this looks. So when you're stamping on acetate, and this is our window sheet, you want to just put it down very lightly because it tends to want to move, and then just hold it there for a minute and then lift up. And actually I find that it works better if you don't use your embossing buddy on it. It seems like it just comes off a lot easier for me. Let me grab a piece of scrap paper. And we're going to use our copper embossing, and it wants to stick to the acetate. It's just a natural because of the texture of it. So you can see, but you can flick it off really easily. I missed some at the top here. And so I just keep hitting it until it's all gone. And then if you have any extra, you can just wipe that with your finger if it's a large area, or take a little brush and you can brush the rest off, the excess off. And I'm making a big mess here. Okay, so let's get this back in here. So we're ready to emboss this. And there is a little trick to embossing on window sheet or acetate, and that is to not keep it in one spot because you don't want to warp the window sheet. So what I usually do is I just run it, make sure your heat tool is really hot first, and then I just go around it, and then I usually do the back and the front, and I just keep moving it until it's all melted, and I usually don't get very much warpage at all. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we're done embossing, and you can see I don't have a whole lot of warpage to it. And then what you're going to do is take it to the Big Shot, and you're going to run it through the Big Shot. I already did that. And you will have a little jar like that. Isn't that cute? I love these jars. They're so adorable. And I love collecting these kind of things, so I'm really big on that. So here for I'm going to grab all our little flowers that we're going to need. So these are all the flowers. I used 3 of the large ones, and then I'm going to do this. I used the pumpkin pie on the last one, but then after I finished it, I thought I'm going to try the rich raspberry because that's what I used for the banner. So you need 5. I'm not going to use the pumpkin pie ones, but you need 5 of those, and these really go fast because 2 cut at one time on these little ones. And we're going to use 3. And this is Pool Party Bermuda Bay. This is Peekaboo Peach and Tangerine or Pumpkin Pie. And this is Rich Raspberry and what was the other color I used on that? Oh, this is Sweet Sugar Plum. Sweet Sugar Plum and Rich Raspberry. And then these are Rich Raspberry also. And then I just cut the leaves in Pear Pizzazz. So let's go ahead and get the card base. And let's go ahead and attach our Peekaboo Peach piece. I'm going to scoot this all up so you can see a little bit better. And then we are going to, I'm going to add everything to this and then add this on with dimensionals. So I'm going to move that out of the way. And to attach the jar, I used just some glue dots. And I just put the glue dots, I left the top part open and I just put them where you really can't see them because this is window sheet and it's called that for a reason. So I'm only putting them on the sides because I want the top open so I could put the leaves in there. One more. I'm getting low on my glue dots. Okay, and what I did on the other one, I embossed this with our mosaic embossing folder, but that is no longer available. You might want to check out the clearance rack for that, but you can emboss it with whatever you like, but this time I'm just going to do it plain for you. Oh, I need my little water. And this is the little, I did this one in Pool Party. And you just put that on the bottom. Center that. And then you have your jar. So now we can, I'm going to use the Tombow to add the leaves and stuff to this. So I'm just putting it on the bottom and I'm just sliding them in. This will dry clear. And then I'm leaving the ends loose so that it looks more three-dimensional. And I'm putting 3 of these. You're not going to really see these that well, but you are going to see it on the bottom part a little bit. So I'm just putting a few in here. And these I am going to glue down some little areas. so they don't stick up. Okay, get in there. That's the thing about Tombow, you're able to move it and work with it for a while. That's why I use the Tombow. So most of these you aren't going to see. Okay, so let's get ready to put on our flowers. And I did use dimensionals to pop up all these flowers. They just look so much cuter with them popped up. So let's go ahead and put dimensionals on these. I should have done this ahead of time so I didn't bore you with all this, but I can fast forward this so you don't have to be bored with it. But then I may leave it so you can see exactly how I position the flowers. It goes really fast to put it together, actually. And you can see how cute that's already looking. And then for the little ones, I'm just cutting the bottom pieces here because I don't need it as big. And I am using every bit of these dimensionals. I never throw the ends away. And then we're going to let's see. And this last one here. And I'm just gluing the end. So that they stay in. Okay, we'll move these out of the way. And then for the banner, I'm just gonna, this piece is 3 inches by 1/2 inch, and I'm just gonna go ahead and banner the end. Just with my scissors. You can use the banner punch for that too. I didn't have mine out, so I'm just gonna banner it by hand. And then I'm using some of our new doilies, which are these right here. And these are called delicate white doilies. To me, they're a little off-white. I'm not sure if it's my lighting or what, but I'm just going to cut a little piece across. Okay, we're going to go with the fast fuse. I got it here. And I'm just going to attach it to the bottom here. And put a little bit more on here. And we're going to lay it across here. And then I need a little bit of Whisper White. So we need this Whisper White. And then I'm also using, again, this Thoughtful Banners with the coordinating punch. And I'm using this banner right here. And we're going to stamp that in Rich Razzleberry. I'm going to punch that out with our coordinating punch. And then I'm going to use the thank you and my archival black ink. And I curved these words a little bit. That's what's so great about photopolymer. You can move them and curve them so they fit inside the little banner. And then I got my thank you. And we're going to pop this banner up on there. And we're going to put it right on top of that. And then let's add some dimensionals to the back here. And I do use a lot because I want it to be even on my piece of card base. So remove the backings and then we're done. So you can see how quick it can go. Just the part that takes the longest is cutting out your pieces, and actually you can cut a bunch at the same time. I actually stamped all my stamps, put them all on the Big Shot, and ran them through all at the same time. So then we'll put that on and it pops up just like that. We're going to add some of our new enamel dots. And I just used 3 of them. These are the Peekaboo Peach. I'll put that one down here this time. So there you have it. And here's the one that's embossed, and I really like that, but they both are really, really cute. So tell me which one you like better, the one with the rich raspberry or with the pumpkin pie. I think I'm liking the real raspberry. I mean, the rich raspberry. I got food on my mind right now. It's getting close to lunch. All right, thanks everyone. If you need any supplies for this project, you can go to my blog. It's stampingwithamore.com, and you can purchase the bundle and shop right online on my blog. Everyone have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.